Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 10 Lobo. Switch up. Switch up.
Throwing on first down. Redding. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Jim. Check. Back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Shit. He's crashing. He's checking.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I got you.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Stop here, D. Tight end left. We got 4. Ball shot. Mike 4. I'm coming. Mike 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Check 43. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Mike, here we go. Mike 4.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good 1st step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Mike 4, watch the curl. Check 3.
2nd down and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3 down. Any weapon. 49. Check 49.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tight end's right. 4 down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left, and that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Safety's creeping. Wide, give up. Mike Ford.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike Ford. Come on, D. 66.
midfield now. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Hey, jumper. You go tight. You got tight. Go tight.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Down. 91. 7. Rip left. Straight. Delta. Good job tonight. Rock 57. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson, flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now rolling to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Spot. 57. Mike, 57.
Jackson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, Redding. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Redding. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, give these traps. Let's go. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Three bud. Switch. Watch the eye. Tighten up.
Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Mike 57. Go. Slow. 57's the Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Ready, 70 ending. Get him all. Rest. Zip it. Go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Jackson now, throwing again. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Barkley. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the fourth quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go one more. 57 to Mike.
Jackson to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. On fourth down, Redding. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.